The IPO calendar has been full of cancer drug companies. Argos Therapy is also going public. So, Francis, will these drugs that Argos has cause investors to want to buy the stock?
Well, I don't think so. They've got a series of small molecular targeted drugs in phase 1, 2, and 3 clinical trials. Their revenue of about $7 million a year came from National Institute of Health, NIH, and the funding there is very, very tight. So I'm not sure they'll get too much more funding. They also don't have any strategic partners, operating partners, and that's what you look for in these kind of companies. They're pricing at the price range midpoint at 3.2 times book value, which is kind of in the range for these companies, but there's no compelling reason to buy this stock.
Then we have GCT Semiconductor. It is a system-on-a-chip solution. Company looks pretty decent to me. I mean, their revenues are growing, and it looks like that their market is growing. Cisco projects the market to grow 26 times, so that one looks promising.
Well, the market looks promising, right? Cisco has big projections for the market, and IDC, which is a big market research firm, is projecting 98% compound growth from 2011 to 2015. So you think that a rising tide will rise all boats. But I think about Sequence, which came public April 11th, 2011 last year. It's targeting the same 4G market, very similar. It also had customer concentration, a little bit more than this one. That stock came at 10, dropped 17%, went to 19, and now it's down at 313, and 84% drop from the high. So it's very risky. The problem that I see with GCST is that if you look at the last quarterly progression, they've made a profit in September and December, 1%, 2% of revenue. But the revenue has been flat, around 22 million for the last 5 quarters. Their six-month sales for December 2011 are up from 2010. But if you look at the quarterly progression, you realize that they're not really up that much. So the other reason I'm a little concerned about it is its gross margin is in the 36% range. That's not very high. That's not very high for a technology company. I always like to see a good, strong push-off going into the IPO, and I'm not seeing that in terms of the quarterly progression.
All right, so it sounds like investors need to take a good, hard look at GCT and Argos Therapeutics before they write those buy tickets.